Hi, this is Motomike. Join me and let's talk about the recent road rage incident involving Yana Motovlog that has stirred conversations in our community. We'll break it down what happened and what we can all take away from it. Before we dive into the controversial Yana Motovlog road rage case, it's important to understand the bigger picture we're facing on our roads right now. Just this month of May 2025, the Philippines has seen a disturbing series of vehicular incidents that highlight just how critical road awareness and responsibility have become. On May 1, a multi-vehicle collision occurred along SCTEX in Tarlac involving a bus and several private vehicles. Just days later, on May 4, an SUV suddenly drove into a crowd at the entrance of NAIA Terminal 1, resulting in tragic consequences. On May 6 in Barangay San Jose Rodriguez Rizal, a heavy truck carrying a backhoe was involved in a complex road accident with a kolong-kolong and another truck. Then on May 7, a motorcycle crashed into a 14-wheeler truck on Belpan Bridge, Manila. And sadly, these are just a few of many. These incidents, each with its own story and consequences, remind us that the road is a shared space, and carelessness, even for a moment, can change lives forever. One thing's clear, road safety in the Philippines is a real urgent issue. And today's story involving Yana Motovlog is part of that larger conversation. In this video, we'll break it all down from start to finish and reflect on the bigger message it sends to every rider and driver out there.
Explain ko na lahat from the very beginning ng Zambales trip namin.
April 26, 2025.
So nagkaroon ng event si Rendon, which is yung motivated na ride papuntang Cotto Mines. Dumaming influencers na sasama, and kasama kami doon, na-invite kami. Na-invite din si Yana, si Yang, si Madam Blight, mga newfound friends namin, nandun sila Bay, sila Yuri, si Ali, si JB. Ang dami na na-invite, sobrang daming na-invite. Na to the point na since magkakakilala naman kami, Yana and Yang, sabay-sabay na kami pumunta doon.
Along the way, Yana had a run-in with the driver of a pickup truck. The video, recorded on her action cam, shows her riding behind a vehicle she claimed was weaving between lanes without checking mirrors, signaling, or being aware of other motorists. Feeling unsafe, she decided to overtake the truck, which came dangerously close to clipping her during the maneuver. Frustrated, she flipped the driver off. The driver, later identified as Jimmy Pasqua, eventually caught up with the group and confronted Yana at a bridge further down the road where they had stopped and waited.
Good naman. Kaya pick up! Sapakin natin! Sorry, ano?
Sumamak yun ba?
Bakit nga ba?
Ha?
Bakit nga ba?
Bakit nga ba?
Bakit nga ba?
Alam mo kung lubok-lubok yung daan.
You tell me! Bakit nga ba?
Tell me.
No, you tell me! You tell me!
Huwag kang mamamakyo.
Bakit nga ba? You tell me!
Ginagit-git nyo kasi
May side mirror ka, ako wala! Hindi ka gumagamit side mirror mo? Thomas? Ikaw ang wag ganon. You use your side mirror. Teachers. Nagmotostick ko na, no? Mga ganyang kata. Sira ulo.
Wala.
Pwede mo ang fucking plate number yan.
Sorry po.
Mais ka. Paragin ko yung pangit mong pick-up. Pichas. Tangina mo, bababaan mo pa ako, gago.
Hindi nga alam ba?
Oo! Kapag gaganunin, tarantadang putang ina.
All throughout this time, nag-enjoy kami sa kotse. Pagdating namin doon sa bridge, kasi hindi alam ng mga boys ko. So, ang nagmomotor, ay si Richard, si Von, tapos si Yana. So, tatlo silang nakamotor, tatlo kaming SUV, going to Mapanuepe. Pinauna na namin. Nung nakita kami, kinausap ako agad ni Richard na road rage si Yana. Ano nga akong ginawa? Hindi ko naintindihan kung anong ginawa basta nagkasalubong. Ang ginawa mo? Pinigil ko na. Siya po yung makita nyo sa video na naka-green helmet na umawat. Pinigil na niya. So, ano nangyari? Umalis na. Nag-sorry ka? Oo. Okay, good.
Pasensya na. Okay, boss. Pasensya na, bossing.
Ikaw ang wag ganon. You use your side mirror.
Pasensya na po. Pasensya na po. Pasensya na po, bossing. Sorry po.
Dumating kami sa Mapanuepe. Akala ko okay na lahat. Walang signal. Enjoy nature. Hindi ko alam, mamaya-maya nag-i-edit to si Yana. Pinakita sa akin yung video. Sabi ko agad, kung ako yan, hindi ko na i-upload yan. Unang-una sa lahat, dahil tayo dito. Pangalawa, hindi na ako yun eh. Hindi ako magmamalinis. I had a few bad days before. Pero yun nga sabi ko, hindi na ako yan. Galing na ako dyan. Kung ako ang tatanungin mo, hindi ko upload yan. Pero kuya, kaya ko naman eh. Sabi ko, kung kaya mo yung bash niyan, then so be it. That's you. Nakahanap ng Starlink ang mga sangkatauhang kasama ko. Hanggang maya-maya, isa sa mga kasama namin na hindi ko nababanggitin kasi hindi sila sanay sa buhay social media. BK, nakita mo to? Pinakita sa akin. Diyos ko po, ito na yung sinasabi ko. So, nagsimula na doon. Tanong sa akin, si Yana, what to do? Kasama namin yung tao eh. Never ako nang iwan. Kung tama tayo, tama tayo. Pero mali eh, mali.
Their heated exchange, all captured on Yana's own camera, went viral. And while there were mixed reactions online, most of the comments called out Yana for her tone and behavior, viewing it as disrespectful. Despite being advised by fellow motovlogger Boss Carl not to upload the footage, Yana posted it anyway.
Sabi ko, delete mo na yan. Gumagana pa din. So, sige, buhay mo yan. Ako, parang nasa Mapanuepe na ako. Enjoying ko yun. Pagbaba, boom, nagulat ako tol. Sabog yung... Sabog na. So, medyo dito na nagsisink in kay Yana. She's at fault. Lumapit sa akin yung bata. Sabi niya, kuya, ano ba yung pwedeng gawin? Sabi ko, hingi tayo ng sorry. Personal. Nanginginig yung bata sa takot. Sige, puntahan natin. Hanap tayong mga tropa. Pwede tayong tulungan. Na makikita si Kuya Jimmy. Kuya, hindi ko kaya. So, kaya ako nandun sa vlog. Nanginginig na siya. Kasi yung galit ng mundo, tapos yung galit ko, nanginginig na siya. Yung sinasabi niyong scripted, yung pag-iyak niya, umiyak talaga yun. So, ako na nag-video, so on and so forth. Ako nag-explain. My intentions were just to ask for apology. So, I was there para samahan siya kasi natatakot siya. And believe me when I tell you na natatakot siya. Nandito na, hindi mo na ma-rewind yan. Harapin mo at sayawan mo yung pinlay mo na musiko. So that was the only reason kung bakit nandun ako sa video na humaharap sa inyo. Hindi na kaya nung bata, humingi sa akin ng tulong, hindi ko iiwan yan.
In the aftermath, Boss Carl urged Yana to apologize to Jimmy in person.
Ito na, medyo tapos na kami magsabunan. Hindi ka na? Well, haharapin natin talaga. Ganun yun. Hindi kami konsentidor, pero we correct in private. Siyempre, kailangan nyo malaman na ginagawa naman namin yung mga tama at the best na paraan paano manghingi ng sorry. So, tinuro na namin kay Yana kung ano yung mga mali. Hindi kami nagkukonsinte. Hindi lang namin yan ginagawa in public. So, tingnan natin. Punta natin. Hanapin muna namin. Yan. So, punta na natin ha. Okay ka na ba? Tanggap mo na? Ha? Okay, that's good.
They visited both his home and workplace, but he wasn't around at either location. With no opportunity for a face-to-face apology, Yana decided to record a video apology instead.
To grow is to be accountable. Earlier, di po namin naabutan si Kuya Jimmy Pascual sa bahay niya at sa work niya to personally apologize. So, I would like to take this opportunity to say sorry to Kuya Jimmy for what I've caused. And of course, as well as to those people who got dragged into the issue, sorry din po sa citizen of Zambales, the riding community, especially the off-road community. This issue is all on me. I'm still learning. This one especially the hard way. I promise to be more patient next time, especially on the road. And I'll listen to my ates and kuyas more. Na-feel ko na po yung mundong maraming galit and ayoko na pong maulit po yun. Again, sorry po at pasensya po ulit. Maraming salamat po.
May 1, 2025. The Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Zambales, as certified by its cooperative head Angie Perez, filed a resolution to declare Yana as persona non grata. This decision was made in response to her behavior during the incident, which was deemed disrespectful to the local community. If approved, this would mean that Yana is barred from entering Zambales unless for legitimate purposes, as determined by the provincial government. Amid the controversy, rumors circulated about Senator J.V. Ejercito's involvement in the incident. The senator clarified that while he and Yana were both present at the motocamping event in Coto Mines, they were not riding together, nor did they have significant interaction during the event. He emphasized the importance of patience and discipline among riders and advised Yana to let go of bad temper on the road to prevent such road rage. And it won't make her a lesser person if she would ask for patience, forgiveness, and to deal with the problem by talking it out, and she might even feel good after.
Yung mga picture na kumakalat regarding kaya matibay si Yana kasi kasama si Sen JV, totally different scenario, situation, and totally different event and days yun.
May 2, 2025. Boss Carl also recommended that Yana delete the controversial video from her SOCMED channels to mitigate the situation. However, as of May 2, Yana chose not to remove the video, which garnered 28.5 million views at that point. This decision led to speculate that the video was generating significant revenue due to its viral nature. Reports suggest that Yana may have earned approximately more than 200,000 pesos.
Usapan kasi namin ni Yana was after ng upload ng apology niya, delete niya na yung video nung road rage niya. Tapos, just let people see the public apology, then delete everything na regarding Zambales. Inagawa ko tong side of the story ko kasi hanggang ngayon, naka-up yung mga video. I gave all my best. Ang tanging hiling ko lang, burahin lahat ng tungkol sa Zambales. Nang matapos na, hindi magda-die down yung issue, pero yung sa atin nagawa na natin yung hanggang, kumbaga yun na yun eh, yun na yung dulo ng kaya nating gawin. Ask for apology and delete everything. Ngayon yung mga gagawin nila, kung hindi tayo patawarin, right nila yon. Kung magkaso sila, right nila yon. Kung murahin ka nila, right nila yon. Sila yung naabala eh. Hanggang ngayon, tol. Kaya napipikon na ako. Yan o, 138 up pa din yung video.
In response to the incident, the Land Transportation Office issued a show cause order to Yana, requiring her to explain her actions. Subsequently, the LTO imposed a 90-day preventive suspension on her driver's license and mandated her to surrender it. Additionally, she was instructed to present the motorcycle involved in the incident for inspection, as it was found not to be registered under her name. May 6, 2025. Yana did not attend the initial LTO hearing, citing security concerns due to threats and exposure of her personal information online. Her legal counsel attended on her behalf and presented a letter wherein Yana apologized to the pickup driver, his family, and the public.
This apology letter, personally executed by Ms. Yana. Sir. Ako po, si Eliana Marie A. Aguinaldo, o mas kilala na Yana Motovlog, na nasangkot sa isang insidente sa probinsya ng Zambales. At kinasangkutan ng isang driver po ng pick-up na sasakyan. Ayaw ko na pong pangalanan para maiwasan na rin po ang paglaki at masimulan ko ang pagbabago at pagiging matuwid sa ganitong pamamaraan. Ako po ay humihingi ng sinserong pagpapaumanhin dahil napagdesisyonan ko na po na hindi sumagot at humarap na ng personal sa show cause order sa LTO. Ano man po ang maging desisyon patungkol sa aking maling nagawa ay lubos ko pong gagalangin at mapagkumbabang tatanggapin ang anumang kaparusahan na maaaring ipataw sa akin ng inyong ahensya. Maliban po sa inyong ahensya, nais ko sana pong ipabatid sa pamagitan ng sulat na ito ang lubos ko rin at paulit-ulit kong paghingi ng sorry sa tao, sa kasama sa kanyang buong pamilya, sa naidulot kong abala at kahihiyan. Nawa ay maghilom ang sugat ng aking naidulot sa tamang panahon. At sa lahat ng iba pang tao na nadamay, nasaktan o nagkaroon ng masamang epekto sa kanilang buhay, ang aking naging asal at kasalanan, patawad po. Alam ko po na hindi sapat ang sorry. Ngayon ay hinaharap ko ang kinahinatnan ng aking nagawa. Ang aking buong pamilya, lalo na ang maliit kong kapatid ay nadadamay. Samot-sari, kaliwat kanan ang mga insulto, negatibong komento at pagbabanta sa seguridad ng aking pamilya. Ako lang may pagkakamali pero kasama at nadamay sila sa pagdurusa na nagawa ko. Ito ang pinakamasakit na katotohanan at leksyon na hinaharap ko ngayon. Ang paliwanag ko sa aking panig ay gagawin ko sa tamang lugar at pagkakataon. Ito po ay para hindi na humingi ng simpatya, kundi magsilbing aral sa iba pang maaaring masadlak sa ganitong sitwasyon. Nawa ay hindi na maulit pa at gayahin ang aking maling nagawa dahil mabigat sa pakiramdam, mahirap bumangon at nakakadurog ng pagkatao ang ganitong kasalanan sa iba. Kaya ngayon, ang simula ng pagbabago at pagbawi ko sa aking sarili, sa loob ng aking tahanan, kasama ng aking buong pamilya. Muli, lubos pong paghingi ng paumanhin ng aking batid at pasasalamat sa anumang konsiderasyon at pag-unawa ng inyong maaaring maibahagi sa akin. Gumagalang, Aliana Mariana, A. Aguinaldo.
Despite the apology, Jimmy Pascua expressed dissatisfaction, stating that he found the apology insincere. He has decided to pursue a criminal case against Yana, emphasizing the seriousness of the incident.
Paabutin po namin sa korte.
So magsasampa po kayo ng reklamo?
Opo. Kasi yung sinabi ng kapatid ko na tanggalin na yung video, hindi pa rin tinatanggal. Kaya kakasama na lang po namin.
Sir, ibig sabihin hindi niyo po ba tinatanggap yung apology kanina?
Hindi po. Kasi hindi naman siya nagsasalita eh. Kapag naman.
The LTO has scheduled another hearing on Thursday, May 8, where Yana is expected to surrender her driver's license and present the motorcycle involved. May 8, 2025. On May 8, Yana Motovlog, through her legal counsel, turned over her driver's license in compliance with the LTO's 90-day preventive suspension order. But she didn't bring the motorcycle involved in the incident. Her legal counsel explained that the bike isn't actually registered in her name. Because of this, LTO is expected to summon the registered owner of the motorcycle in the next hearing to clarify the vehicle's status.
Walang motor na pwede off-road si Yana, so pinahiram ko ng motorsiklo. Kasi dami naman naming motor and gusto ko ma-experience niya. Kaya nung sinabi niya wala siyang motor na gagamitin, pinahiram ko. Sinampa din namin ulit sa pick-up, 3 dirt bike yung dala namin going to Cotto Mines.
They haven't given a final decision yet, but they're looking into whether Yana's license will be cancelled for good. LTO Chief Assistant Secretary Mendoza emphasized that this incident should serve as a warning to all motorists about the importance of discipline and proper behavior on the road. Incidents like this serve as a stark reminder of the responsibilities that come with being a road user and a public figure. Discipline and accountability are non-negotiable. No matter your status or following, reckless behavior on the road can and should have consequences. Discipline is key to safe roads. Being a content creator comes with responsibility. As a public figure, your actions, both online and offline, can influence others. Irresponsible conduct can damage credibility and lead to serious repercussions. The internet never forgets. Viral incidents can spread quickly and have lasting effects. A moment of rage caught on camera can define your reputation if you are not careful. Humility is more powerful than ego. Staying calm, apologizing when wrong, and choosing to de-escalate shows strength of character. Humility on the road and in life can prevent unnecessary conflict. Respect and patience prevent escalation. Most road rage incidents stem from impatience and ego. Practicing respect, even in stressful traffic situations, goes a long way in ensuring safety for everyone. Let's all strive to promote a culture of respect and responsibility on the road. Let's use this incident as a learning opportunity to become better, more responsible members of the motoring community. Let's keep spreading awareness, not hate. Stay safe, stay humble, and see you on the road.